What's up, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube, Stando TV here, keeping you guys in the know. Today I am recording a video a little differently. I'm not sitting in front of the camera while I record. Instead, I'm using some stock Twitch footage that I have because that's where I've been the last couple of weeks. If you've been wondering, I've been over at Twitch, improving my channel a little bit and working on things over there. Just, you know, I need to pay attention to Twitch because the audience over there obviously is a lot larger. We have around 1,058 viewers now, or followers over there now. Excuse me. So yeah, it's just a larger audience, and I feel like I need to keep those guys content. I haven't forgot about you guys over here on YouTube, though. I really do appreciate you watching my content from a day-to-day basis. That being said, my kids have also been on spring break. That's also why I've been away from YouTube for a little bit now. But I'm back. Here I am. And let's talk about some of the gaming things that's been going on in the video game industry. Of course, the Game Dev Conference has happened. Let's talk about some things that we've heard about over the Game Dev Conference. One is that the PlayStation 4 is coming out with a new model called the PlayStation 4K. That's really interesting, actually. Wow, that glitch there in the game. Anyway, a lot of people are divided on this. Some people think that it's going to be split the consumer base and that devs are only going to develop for PlayStation 4K and they'll soon forget about the PlayStation 4. And I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think the PlayStation 4K is more meant for those users who want to watch Netflix or Hulu in 4K resolutions and maybe have an easier time playing their game, their single player experiences with the highest 1080p 60 frames per second and less loading time experience. I do not think that we're going to see devs move to only developing for PlayStation 4K and not developing for PlayStation 4 anytime in the future because, well, there's 480 million some odd PS4s floating out there in the world. So I don't think they're going to neglect the install base that's already there. They're going to try to sell as much software as they can. So I'm not too worried about the PlayStation 4K splitting the consumer base at all. PlayStation VR was announced with a release date and a price, and it's $400. Well, $400 is still kind of expensive when you think about that. It's more expensive than a PlayStation 4 itself. That being said, it is the cheapest experience to buy a PlayStation 4 and the PSVR if you're looking to get into VR gaming, because let's just face it, the Oculus Rift and a PC bundle, that's about $1,500, and about $1,700, you know, add a couple of $100 to that to equal out the HTC headset and computer. That's when it gets really expensive. So the PS4 and PlayStation VR is way cheaper, coming in around altogether at $700 as opposed to the $1,500 to $1,700 you'll have to spend on the other two units. So I think PlayStation VR is the cheapest route to go, and I applaud Sony for doing that. And I do think that VR gaming will get cheaper as the hardware becomes cheaper. So I don't think we'll always be stuck at these $1,000 or $1,000 experiences for too long. Maybe this is early adopter stuff. So early adopters for the first year or two will pay that, and the rest of the consumers will fall in line within a few years. So it's understandably priced. Moving right along, Nintendo NX had some scary rumors floating around it, especially with pictures attached to it. There was photos of the Nintendo NX controller leaked online and it's an oval smart glass looking controller with two analog sticks, and a lot of people were worried that because it had no tactile buttons that this was the NX. Well, it turns out that was all a hoax. It is simply just a printed 3D printed model, so no worries there. I think we're fine on as far as the Nintendo NX controller goes. I don't know what Nintendo has in store for us, but I can't wait to see it. Nintendo is one of those companies that continues to innovate, and I don't doubt that they'll try to innovate, because at the end of the day, they are a toys manufacturer. But I hope that they have a traditional option, and I hope that their innovating is more trying to cross the streams, if you will, between the mobile and the home console experience. But at the end of the day, I hope it's for the gamer himself more of a traditional experience with a controller, a TV, and a console. But then again, we are talking about Nintendo, so I am keeping my fingers crossed. We'll just have to wait and see. Notice I've been playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate during this video. What do I think of it? I've been playing it on the PC. I will have a review coming out for this game. I've had a rough time capturing this game for the stream, though, as the frame rates kind of dip below what they're performing on my screen. So whereas I'm playing the game at 60 frames per second, sometimes the capturing of the game dips around 25. So I think that's an issue with Windows 10 and not necessarily Assassin's Creed Syndicate itself. I don't know what the problem is with Windows 10 and my games here lately, but I've noticed slower performance than when I was on Windows 8 with some of the newer games. So that's all I can give you on Assassin's Creed at the moment. I will have a review posted up later as we finish the game. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, I can't thank you guys enough for subscribing and being over here on YouTube. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to check me out over at Twitter at Stando TV, also on Twitch, twitch.tv/Stando TV. If you guys want to support me, we are now on Patreon, patreon.com/Stando TV. If you want to throw a few bucks our way, feel free to. Every little bit helps. If you don't want to, that's cool too. The content will always remain free. The rewards we've got set up over on Patreon are primarily for Twitch users, and that's just because our Twitch audience is bigger. If our YouTube audience grows, maybe we'll get some rewards for you guys over here on YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave your comments below. What do you think about the PlayStation 4K? What do you think about PlayStation VR? And what do you think about the leaked hoax on the Nintendo NX controllers? Let me know all of that down in the comments below. Again, guys, thank you for watching, and remember, I love your face. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.